So I think to go, you need to be paying attention to the way things change. What do I mean by this? Are you getting stiffer when you wake up in the morning? Is it harder for you to loosen up, to relax? Are you having difficulty sleeping? All these things are important because you need to go to the doctor with a list of things, of observations to help him or her understand whether the disease is progressing quickly, it seems to be staying steady, all those sorts of things. The doctors need information, and you need to do that by having taken notes. You also need to report to them how you feel at the first rush, you might say, of the prescription drugs being in you, because you often feel very good right afterwards, maybe for an hour or so, and then it tails off. So you need to be paying attention to how it affects you when you take it in the morning, if you take it with food or without food. Do you take it at night before bed, or do you wait 2 hours before you go to bed to take it? All these sorts of things, you need to be providing that information to the doctor. So these are all important things that are your responsibility, both as a care partner and a person with Parkinson's. I might say the person with Parkinson's needs to pay attention to how it fits to their body, the prescription drugs, how it affects their body, how they're feeling, and when they exercise and whatever. And the care partner needs to keep them honest. And the care partner needs to not be afraid to just say, you're just not, what you just said wasn't true. And don't you remember this, that, and the other. So that's important, that the person with Parkinson's understand that the care partner is there to keep them honest, because we're sometimes not the most, don't remember things that we should remember. You need to make sure that when you leave, because you're not going to be coming back for 3 to 6 months generally, that you have enough information that you could make it to the next time without having to contact the doctor. Now, I'm not saying that you just do that stubbornly if you have some problem, but much of this disease and awareness of it and what to do really rests on the shoulders of the person with Parkinson's and the care partner. But particularly the person with Parkinson's, I believe, is responsible for making sure that they have enough information and that no one has to be a mind reader as they treat me. Absolutely, and that's for your protection, because if you're not telling the truth, you may not even know you're not telling the whole truth. And the doctor is at a disadvantage. They're not mind readers. They'd probably be in a different profession if they were mind readers. This has to happen. This disease comes in pairs. You can't have, if you go by yourself throughout this disease, you won't last very long, as far as I'm concerned. You have to have a committed partner, some kind of a partner. It could be a relative, it could be a friend, it could be your spouse. You have to be honest with yourself, your care partner, and the doctor.